And here we are again.
Silent as ever.
You just can't get rid of us, can you?
No, never will.
All right, so here we go. We're going to call this twin flame call to consciousness. There's shifts, there's awakenings, there's disconnection and connection, and so much happening in the universe, and in the dynamic, and in connections, and in relationships. So much disconnection, and that's kind of what this video is going to be focused on, is trying to reconnect and disconnection. This is a call to consciousness for all twins, in union, in separation, all twins.
All connected.
All connected. I really dislike the word twins.
Just let it pass to you.
Even though we look so much alike.
You did that on purpose. So
we look so much alike. I don't smile. we look so much alike. Let's drop the name twins for this video. Let's
do this.
Let's use conscious.
Let's first talk about,
or let's use connection.
I think we need to discuss teachers and students and coaches and healers and all of these groups of those doing that. We're all conscious, and we all love each and every one of you, and we all understand what each and every one of you goes through, and each one of you is going to go through something quite different.
And that's everywhere, not just social media.
Yes. Yeah, that's true. And the thing is when you have a greater consciousness, you're looking for one that resonates with you, or you're looking for one that's designed for where you are in this point in time.
Soul connections call to consciousness.
And it doesn't require that you're looking for the common ground. And the common ground is not found outside of you. It's found within you. You probably have gone through all of the challenges and some of the choices, and you've gone through whatever you needed to get through to reach that particular person you resonate with. That doesn't mean that you're not going to resonate with others. That's not going to mean that you're going to choose one over the other. You guys got to stop that, because that's not what this is about. It's about being awake and aware.
And conscious. And
we have nothing against anybody.
Yes.
We're not looking to compete with anybody. We are looking to help you find the choice that you need to make within yourself to choose you. This is not about choosing who's going to be right for you.
You know what else? We're not looking for followers either. We're looking for
students.
Leaders.
Because we're students.
We're all students.
We're good coaches. We're great coaches. But we're not trying to coach you to something that you need to believe in. We're coaching you into yourself. And I get it. I understand. I get that there's going to be people who are teaching something different. And there's going to be people that are going to teach energy. They're going to teach all of these things that are mystical. They're going to do those things, and we're okay with that. That's not what we do.
It's not that we don't believe in some mystical things or that we don't follow mystical practices.
Do we ever believe in that?
We really do, but it's our personal mission. That doesn't mean we don't do other things. It's our personal mission to guide you back into yourself. That's where the truth is. That's where the answers are. They're within. So this is what's happening, right? So, we're watching the dynamic. We're watching this community, and it's so unconscious, and it's a little bit disheartening, because shouldn't we all be coming together for one global mission? Shouldn't we all be putting the pieces of this puzzle together? Our mission, everybody else's mission. Shouldn't we all be coming together and releasing ourselves from the drama, from the pain, from the questions, from the confusion, from the backbiting, from the arguing, from the blocking, unblocking, All this mess that seems to be the argumentative, the spirits of that are just coming in and just trying to wreak havoc and cause discord, where in all honesty, shouldn't we all be coming forward? This is a call to consciousness for everyone out there involved in this soul connection, in this community, to come together as a community to help lift one another up.
That sounds like family. All of the things that are occurring, the backbiting, the fighting, the not fighting, the love, the shared. It's all family, and it's all going to be specific to how you endured family. That's where you learn this. And this has really everything to do with you learn to unlearn. The choice is simple. Connect or don't. I think we've said that before. And it's not that you have to believe in somebody else's beliefs. It's just for you to figure out that this is the journey that you've chosen to find yourself. And I don't know that we've ever spoken to any of these healers or any of these teachers or anybody else who's ever been against that fact. They want you to be more conscious. They want you to experience greater love. They want you to understand that there's a deeper truth. But sometimes that deeper truth can't be heard because of all the noise your mind makes. When the mind noise stops, you understand connection. When the mind noise starts up, you understand disconnection. One of those is going to win. Will it be why you're in this existence, in this human condition? Maybe. Maybe not. Because the choice needs to be irrelevant. Choice. How do you choose to be in this family or this community? And then you can call it community, you can call it family, you can call it those people, you can call it groups, you can call it whatever you want to call it. But the thing is, are you connected? Yes, you are. Is there resistance? Yes, there's resistance. Is there acceptance? Yes, there's acceptance. Is there non-acceptance? Yes, there's non-acceptance too. But all of that doesn't really measure up to who you are.
It kind of brings me to an analogy of the globe, the world actually. And there are the world being in the analogy, the dynamic or the dynamic, let's just say that, being the world. And in the world, there are many, many religious beliefs. You have, your Mormons and your Catholics and your Christians and whatever. There's many, many different belief systems. In the dynamic, there are many different belief systems, right? In the world, what the world mission, the world is world peace. Coming together to make sure everybody's fed and everybody's taken care of and everybody's at peace and there's no war. That's a global mission. In the dynamic, the global mission should be the same. It very well should be coming together and making sure everybody's taken care of. Now, is there, Lee says, resistance? Of course there's resistance. Though there are those that come in and try to sabotage is the word, the global mission, and use it for personal gain, use it for scams, whatever. And it's easy peasy to look at and know the honesty, the truth, the genuineness. Just like it is in the real world, ISIS is coming in and there's the Taliban, and there's all these terrorist groups. And it's very much the same in the twin flame dynamic. Or let's just say dynamic. The mission should be as global as the world mission. Let's all come together when we notice that there's terrorism. We can love the dynamic enough to know that this is a terrorist act. We just put it off to the side, but it doesn't have to affect us for days or years or months. It just doesn't. We don't have to be talking about this. And when this happens in our particular group, you know what? Okay. And there you go. Go on someplace else, and that's fine. But the mission um, shouldn't become unconscious. There it is. As a whole. And then that's when all of the 3D stuff starts happening.
Yeah.
Shouldn't we all be a conscious entity?
It's really a struggle to be a conscious entity because of our thoughts.
The thoughts.
The thoughts that are violent, the thoughts that are, and not to say that all thinking is a violent act, but some thinking reaches a point of being a violent act when it makes you go against yourself and those that you love. Mm-hmm. And even when some things are not necessarily understood, doesn't mean that it's not to be taken as an attack. It doesn't mean that you want to make somebody feel like they say too much, they don't get right to the point, they do this. But some people need the roundabout way to hear their truth. Spiritual truth is in all forms of religion. We don't make it a primary. This connection and all of the connections that you're going to experience within your life have a spiritual truth. You are that spiritual truth. Making it that you're not a part of something, well, you're wrong. You're a part of everything. I would like to suggest this. If you find yourself in conflict with what your belief system is, go inside. Your heart beats and regulates just like ours does. That's connected to something beyond that. And it doesn't require thought to see it. It doesn't require thought to feel it. It doesn't require sight to experience it. It's like I could tell you all of the senses and point to that place and you would go, yes, I know. We're here as an energy form trying to change things. You can't change it with thought. You can utilize thought if you're using thought, but when thought uses you, you end up someplace different. That is not consciousness. That is unconsciousness. We know that we have to remain in the student part of what we experience because our greatest teacher was pain. Pain is the teacher that really says there's nothing above me. And we're like, ooh, shit. That's the truth. And there isn't. There isn't anything greater than your pain. Your pain should be your greatest and most beautiful spiritual teacher. It's how you got here. It's what you were birthed from. Changing that or pointing and saying, well, my residual effects from the pain has caused suffering, which comes from thought. Well, stop doing that. You have this experience to be more. And you can bring something greater in the consciousness of all of us being united to heal the one place that sustains us, Earth. Look at how we treat our own planet. It's no surprise of how we treat each other. We have to go first in order to heal our own planet so we can heal within ourselves. It starts with you and ends with you.
It all starts
internally.
Internally. With you, internally. Where are you internally? Where are you internally that would make you want to be a part of resistance? Lee and I try to do things a little bit differently. We coach together from our union. Lee's obviously the coach, and I'm the business partner over here. But believe me, I throw my two cents in a lot.
You say business partner, but let's tell them the truth. You're the mission director.
Is that my new title?
That's always been your title. Because as a mission director, you have to go out there and you have to reach those people that are ready to be conscious.
I don't like that because the universe is the mission director. I am the mission presenter.
Editor.
Okay, editor. The mission editor. There it is. Anyway,
Gosh,
we
now she's gonna have
choose
a new ego with that one. I'm just kidding.
we choose to do things together. We are in union, so we literally do things together. We love doing things together. We work together all day, every day, and he doesn't annoy me too much. So we choose to do things differently. We have done videos with just about everybody, almost nearly everybody that has wanted to do a video with us, and some that hasn't wanted to, but we made them do it anyway. Can't force anybody to do something they don't want to do until you held a gun to their head and they said yes. Not true. Anyway, not true.
I like that though. I think that's kind of cool.
You're going to do a video.
Everybody's sitting there watching and sitting. They think of us now with them 16s like,
yeah, right.
Video?
Yeah, right.
Is that a yes? Right? No.
Yeah. So we've still on mission to try to promote peace.
Yes.
And in this mission that we all really are a part of. If you've been called into this dynamic somehow, anyhow, anyway, you've been called here to do this. You've been called to be a part of this mission. And, as far as where business is concerned with mission, sure, in the beginning we were like, oh, we're building a brand and it's great and it's lovely. And then I thought, oh gosh, we need to share this mission. This mission needs to be shared. Yeah. And this is why, we're bringing on coaches, bringing on coaches to help with the mission. But it's not just us and our coaches. It's very much more global as well. And I feel like everybody, every religion, every belief system, everybody should be coming together into this call of consciousness, and it starts with going in yourself first and finding out where you are. How can you help? What is your personal mission? What piece of the puzzle are you? Are you a middle piece? Are you a corner piece? Mm-hmm. Are you an edge piece? Where are you in this puzzle?
You don't necessarily graduate into this. You're drafted. And it starts with being smacked awake into consciousness for a brief moment, as some call bubble phase or all of the other things that show up. This doesn't necessarily all relate to twin flame. It relates to awakened souls. Souls that are searching and seeking something that they know is different, that they know that exists.
A higher consciousness.
So we've done something recently because we talk to just more than just twin flames or soulmates. We talk to people in relationships. We talk to children who are more enlightened than some of the adults that we talk to, because they can tell the difference between vulnerability and being strong.
And they know what truth is.
Oh, yes, they do. They will tell you the truth in a minute. And we all could learn something from children. If children can tell the truth, why can't we? They speak from that same place that we lost how to speak. We've lost our way in how to speak from that space. But it doesn't mean we can't recover it. It doesn't mean that it's not there anymore. Your innocence is never lost. Your thought process is.
The weekend is upon us. And there's going to be a lot of, well, let's hope not, but I'm alone. I'm lonely. I want to break this connection. I don't want to be a part of this. I don't want to do this anymore. This is a struggle. This is a serious struggle for me. I'm having issues with this. I don't want to be a part of this. It's painful. It hurts. Why? Why are they doing this? Why are they doing that? Why am I doing all the work? Why don't they have to do anything? Why am I sitting here by myself while they're off with their family? Why am I connected? How do I become unconnected? Let's see who's starting trouble here. Let's go over and engulf in this because we're bored. There's going to, on the weekends when people are off work and they have all this time, and this is a holiday weekend as well, it's going to be a struggle to find that consciousness in you.
And if you have watched this, Sherry is pointing to the one thing that you can do to change it. Accept them. Help them see themselves. Help them see that what they're screaming out is only creating what they're asking for and expecting within the universe until they make the choice themselves. Nobody else can choose you until you choose yourself. That screaming in pain is pointing to that.
This call to consciousness starts with the very question, what can I do in me to fix me so I can help fix others? What can I do in me? Am I an asset to this mission, or am I a liability? If you find that you're a liability, go inside and bring out the asset, because this mission needs all of you. All of you.
Well, Sherry, how do I go inside? Dismantle your time machine. Doesn't mean to go back and travel in time and wish you could have done something different. It means going back in time and realizing that you can't change it. And you need to put acceptance where you didn't accept that you could. Giving up the hope. And I don't mean to use this here, but she loves it. And she
Are you going to do the money thing?
Nope, I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say how
I'm
the
going
only
to let
thing
you
that's
for a little bit anyway.
Will needs to get hope pregnant.
Oh, I don't like that one.
Yes, because when you have hope, you have a dream. And when you have hope, you don't use will to change it. Will needs hope.
Do the money one.
And if you can't make sense of that, you can't make change.
There you have it, folks.
Sorry. It's dollars and cents and dollars.
If
But
you
also
can't make
sense
sense
and change.
If you can't make sense,
You can't
make change.
If you say it again.
If you can't make sense, you can't make change.
Oh. So if you go inside and go, why am I
never
against
say.
myself? Why do I do these things to myself? And the voice says, I don't know. You're not making sense to make change.
Call to consciousness, everybody. Starts with you.
And it starts with all of us. In union and not. As teachers, as coaches, as whatever we are. We love each and every one of you. And that is a united consciousness. It doesn't mean that we don't have to get tough with you sometimes. It means that sometimes we've got to get you back to the truth. There are no fairy tales and unicorns. Well, there are unicorns, but we only see them in our sleep. Are you apologizing?
Because there really are unicorns. I mean, okay.
But just understand that
Maybe there
this
are.
is
Who am
one
I?
of the toughest connections, because this connection makes you want to connect to yourself. And you think the other person is responsible for that. That we all, each one of us, knows that truth. That's what makes most people unconscious. Welcome to the new millennia. Peace.